Katherine Heigl was once Hollywood's golden girl, stealing the spotlight in romantic comedies and dramas. Her charm, confidence, and ability to command the screen made her one of the most recognizable faces of the 2000s. But what truly set her apart were those unforgettable scenes that had audiences hooked, scenes that, even today, outshine much of modern cinema. Whether it was her undeniable chemistry with co-stars, the way she carried intense moments, or her ability to balance sensuality with humor, there's no denying that Heigl brought something special to every role. Take The Ugly Truth from 2009. Heigl played Abby Richter, a hardworking TV producer who finds herself caught up with a blunt and arrogant host, played by Gerard Butler. The banter was electric, the tension was through the roof, and then there was that salsa dancing scene. The way she moved, the way the scene built up. It wasn't just about the dance, it was about the energy she brought to it. Today's romantic comedies often feel watered down in comparison. They either lack the boldness or miss that perfect blend of playfulness and attraction that Heigl pulled off effortlessly. Then there's Knocked Up from 2007, the film that truly cemented her status as a rom-com queen. Playing Allison Scott, a successful journalist who ends up pregnant after a one-night stand, Heigl delivered both comedy and real emotion. The chemistry with Seth Rogen was unexpected, but worked so well because of how she played the role. Strong, yet vulnerable, sarcastic yet endearing. The film had its share of intimate moments, but they never felt forced. They had a rawness that made them stand out, something that's often missing in today's overly polished rom-coms. But Heigl wasn't just about romantic comedies. She had a darker, edgier side that showed up in films like Unforgettable, 2017. Here, she stepped away from the bubbly, lovable roles and took on something far more intense. Playing a woman consumed by jealousy and revenge, she brought a chilling presence to the screen. There were moments in this film that felt like they belonged in a psychological thriller, not just a drama. And yet, even in those intense scenes, she had a magnetic quality that kept audiences locked in. Home Sweet Hell, 2015, was another example of Heigl flipping expectations. This time, she played a seemingly perfect housewife who hid a much darker side. The movie itself didn't get much attention, but those who watched it saw a version of Heigl that Hollywood didn't showcase often enough. She was confident, cunning, and completely in control of every moment. Some of the more provocative scenes weren't just for show, they were part of the character's complexity, making them even more compelling. And then, there's Firefly Lane, 2021, her return to television in a role that reminded audiences why she was such a force in the first place. While the show was mostly a drama, there were moments that highlighted Heigl's ability to bring depth to intimate scenes, making them feel authentic rather than just another Hollywood trope. Despite her talent, Heigl's career took a few unexpected turns. She was never one to hold back her opinions, and that didn't always sit well with Hollywood's power players. After Knocked Up, she famously called the film a little sexist, which stirred controversy. Some saw her as outspoken, others labeled her difficult. But even with the ups and downs, she remained a standout presence in every role she took. Looking at today's romantic films and dramas, it's hard not to notice what's missing. The chemistry, the confidence, the boldness, elements that Heigl brought effortlessly, often feel toned down in modern cinema. Whether it's the overly scripted nature of today's films or the hesitation to push boundaries, something just doesn't hit the same way. There was an authenticity to Heigl's performances that made audiences feel connected, whether she was making them laugh, swoon, or even get a little nervous. Her career might not be as high profile as it once was, but the impact she made is undeniable. Many of her films are still rewatched today, proving that great performances never really fade. Whether it's the unforgettable scenes from The Ugly Truth, the raw moments from Knocked Up, or the intense energy of Unforgettable, Heigl brought something to the screen that many of today's films struggle to capture. What do you think? Do modern films lack the spark that made Heigl's era so special? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content like this.